The 1980s marked a thrilling era with numerous notable events. However, amidst these exciting events, the decade also experienced a surge in crime, causing a sense of fear and vigilance in one specific region of the United States. The cause of this panic? Richard Ramirez, widely recognized as the Night Stalker, spread fear throughout California for over a year. He invaded homes at random, ruthlessly taking the lives of his victims. Richard Ramirez was born to Julian and Mercedes Ramirez in El Paso, Texas. His early years were tough, with his father subjecting him to abuse. He also suffered 2 serious head injuries before turning 6, one of which caused seizures that lasted into his teenage years. During his pre-teen years, Ramirez was heavily influenced by his cousin Miguel, a Vietnam veteran who proudly shared stories of violent war crimes. Under his influence, Ramirez became involved in a world of crime and drugs, which resulted in several encounters with law enforcement. To compound the horror, Ramirez was there when his cousin Miguel fatally shot and killed his own wife. After a period in juvenile detention for drug possession and minor offenses, Ramirez left school and later relocated to California. It was in this new setting that the chilling saga of the Night Stalker commenced. On the 28th of June 1984, Ramirez broke into the home of 79-year-old Jenny Vincow. There, he sexually assaulted, stabbed, and left her for dead. This brutal incident marked the start of a year-long series of murders that spread fear throughout the West Coast. Approximately 9 months later, Ramirez struck again. He violently assaulted 3 young women, leading to the deaths of 2 of them. Merely 10 days later, he killed Vincent and Maxine Zazzara, followed by William and Lily Doy. Over the next few months, he took the lives of around 12 more people, prompting the formation of a determined police task force. This team included FBI units, all working together to apprehend this merciless murderer. After obtaining sufficient information from several survivors, the police created a simulated sketch of the suspect. It was widely circulated in major publications across Southern California, showcasing Ramirez's image in prominent media outlets. Along with the sketch, investigators discovered an abandoned Toyota station wagon that matched the Night Stalker's description. Although most fingerprints were wiped off, the police managed to find a single readable print from the interior. Through DNA analysis, they were now able to identify the individual responsible for terrorizing California for more than a year. This resulted in one of the most dramatic arrests ever made. The identity of Ramirez was made public on August 31, 1985. Unaware that the police had identified him as the infamous Night Stalker killer, he traveled back to Los Angeles after visiting his brother in Arizona. Upon reaching the bus station, he strolled casually into a nearby liquor store, only to be surprised by his own photo on the front page of a newspaper. A customer nearby shouted, "El Matan," meaning the killer. In response, Ramirez quickly fled on foot. He proceeded down a nearby residential street, where he noticed a woman stepping out of her car. As Ramirez attempted to carjack the woman, her desperate screams alerted nearby neighbors, prompting them to rush outside to investigate. In an instant, they united as an angry mob, relentlessly chasing him down and delivering brutal beatings in the open street. With his capture, California could finally find a sense of relief and rest easy for the night.
What have you been arrested for? You ever been arrested before?
Danny, where's your car?
Never been arrested before in LA?
Fourth one down.
When? How long ago? Sit up. How long ago?
Let's get all these.
What's your name? What's your name?
11. Back up on the sidewalk, close, please. Go back. Back up on the sidewalk.
Ramirez faced a staggering 40 charges, including 13 counts of first-degree murder, 5 counts of attempted murder, 11 sexual assaults, and 14 robberies. Throughout his trial, Ramirez's spontaneous outbursts and satanic illusions instilled fear in the jurors. Nevertheless, their fear did not deter them from reaching a conviction. On November 7, 1989, Ramirez received a death sentence at San Quentin Prison. While serving his time, Ramirez had several admirers who regularly wrote to him, expressing their love for the convicted killer. A specific woman caught the Night Stalker's attention, and they exchanged vows. Ramirez continued to live on death row for 23 years, until he passed away from cancer in 2013.